Hello Pisces, Elsie here to do your reading for the week ahead. How are you, Pisces? Thanks so much for showing up here. Pisces, I have a short stack of oracles, and if you've been here before, you know exactly what's going to go down next. I'm going to put these cards down for the overall energy for the week ahead, and then we're going to add some tarot so we can get some details on that energy. Pisces, thanks for showing up here. If you are brand new and you've never been here before, welcome, welcome. This is a beautiful water tribe, and if you're interested in staying at 10 of Cups Tarot, if you're interested in subscribing, there is a subscription button down in the bottom of right-hand corner of this little square where I live. Welcome to the shenanigans, and if you are the person who's always been here, who keeps coming back, you are my water tribe, my water family. Thanks for doing that. And so this reading, if you are here real time, and listen, whether you get this today, tomorrow, or next year, it might resonate with you at that time. It is a general reading after all, but this reading is for the first week of April. We're already into the April month. Look at that. Tell me about Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Pisces, please. Pisces, we have action. I like this card. This is one of my favorite in this deck, because it looks like an eye, right? And I like to see that only because it's card 34, which is a 7. And for me as a reader, 7s are all about heaven. They're all about the universe looking in on you, watching you, and making sure that you have the things or get the things that you are searching for or manifesting. So I really feel like there is some action that's going to happen in the week ahead for you here. We have boundaries. We have the fence. So we have card number 28. Card number 28, which is, card number 26, which is an 8. And so I feel like it's you that's putting the boundaries in place here. Or maybe you already have. We have metamorphosis. Look, something has changed for you. I feel like there's been some sort of transformation within you, Pisces, and you've decided that it's time to create boundaries in a place maybe where boundaries never were before. And all boundaries are is we never put boundaries on other people. It's for ourselves. We make promises to ourselves that I'm not going to allow that person to treat me that way anymore. And when they treat me that way, I'm going to have a hard boundary. In other words, if you're going to come to me with your drama, I'm just going to have to say to you, you know what, my life is drama-free, and I can't deal with your drama. It's a legitimate thing to say, and if you can get to a place where you don't feel bad about saying that, that's really a good boundary to have. If you're a person who keeps out the drama, then maybe you just don't want dramatic people hanging around you, people bringing you their drama. And usually it's people who are making pretty bad decisions in their life who have the dramatic lifestyle. So I feel like you are blocking that all out, because I think this is all in preparation for you to take some sort of action, or for some sort of action to take place. Like maybe you're not even causing it. Tell me more about Pisces, please. We have learning. So you're going to be learning about something here. And it feels like it's... So it makes me feel like maybe you're not the one that's taking action. Maybe someone else is taking the action, because you're going to be learning about the action. Very interesting. Bottom of the deck, we have a message of peace. So this could mean many things, but what first comes to the mind is possibly there is a person that you did build boundaries with who is now coming with a peace offering, who now understands you mean business, Pisces. You cannot come to me with your shenanigans. I'm not dealing with you. If you're coming to me with your drama, we've got a message of peace and a message of love. So look, we could be talking about somebody who you love as a family member. We could be talking about somebody who you have had disappointment or heartache or heartbreak with. We do have a 3. It could be romantic, it could be platonic, it could be a friend, but somebody is bringing you a message of peace here. We've got 4 wands here, and so these are crystals, I think, but it feels like somebody here is ready to bring stability into the situation. We've got card number 35, which is an 8. And we've got card number 26, which is an 8. You might be seeing 8s, and if you do, if you are seeing 8s, which is very rare, 7s and 8s are very rare. And if you are seeing them, it's because there's something quite abundant that you will be learning about, some sort of action somebody's going to be taking here. And I think somebody's going to be taking an action with you. I don't think you're the one that's going to be taking action. Tell me more about Pisces, please. I feel, in fact, that you've made a promise to yourself that I'm not dealing with this person's crap anymore, and you've put them behind the boundary. we've got, yes, luck is on your side. So as a tarot reader, I don't much believe in luck. I believe in structured universe, that the universe, there isn't much that happens that's random. Luck indicates to me that maybe there's something that happens that's random. It says luck is on your side, and that could mean that it's good fortune, right? We do have commitment. Things are getting serious. So for some of you, look, don't hate the player, hate the game. It's Mercury retrograde. It's Venus retrograde, and all of that is going to bring people up from the past. So whether this is a friendship or whether this is love, maybe someone is about to make a love commitment or wants to try and make a love commitment, but it also could mean that somebody is trying to partner with you, right? That they want to partner with you and make a commitment to you that I do want to, I want to remain with your boundaries. Like I want to respect your boundaries. Because if you have people in your life that can't do the absolute minimum of respecting your boundaries, then that might not be someone that you want in your life, unless you're into drama. I mean, that's up to you. Totally up to you. All right, so let's look at Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus and Jupiter. It's got some details on it here. Pisces, if you're interested in a private read, please know those private reads are open. And if you want to look at my pricing, please look at the pinned comment. There is a link to Wizio. You can look at my pricing there. Tell me about Pisces, please, my water family. Tell me about Pisces. I say water family because you haven't been here before. I'm a Pisces moon, part of your water family. Tell me more about Pisces, please. We have the star, very interesting, coming up under action because it feels like there is some sort of manifestation. Look, this feels sort of like, I wished it could have been different, but it wasn't. I feel like you've already accepted something here, and I feel like you, every once in a while, you may think about a person or a situation, and I wish it would have been different, but it's not. It feels like maybe you have hope that somebody, even though you put them behind the boundaries here and they wandered off, I feel like you still have hope that maybe somebody here would take action. Tell me about learning. We do have the King of Wands. Look, it feels like somebody here has grown up, I want to say. The kings are masters of their domain, which means somebody has been to school. The school of hard knocks is where they've been with this one, right? The King of Wands is somebody who's been through a lot of trauma in their past, has been forged through fire, right? If you think about how they made swords and they stuck it in the fire and then smashed it with a hammer, you can see why we say forged through fire with the fire signs, right? So this is somebody who I feel has grown up, or who now has learned how to reel in their fire. Somebody who is very persistent and adamant here. I feel like this person has gone through some sort of a learning process. Why do we have yes here, that luck is on your side? There's something here that the answer is yes. What is this? What is this? Tell me about Pisces. What is this answer? Yes. We've got the Chariot. Things are about to move forward, or you're about to see some success. You're about to see some victory because something is about to come into balance. Like the Chariot, there's no way that you can keep the Chariot on the road if you don't keep, well, in this case, it's dragons. Sometimes it's depicted as horses. But if you can't get, the light and the dark, whatever they are, sphinxes or horses or dragons, if you can't get the light and the dark in order, which is the feminine and masculine energy, if those are not balanced, we cannot move forward. So I feel like somebody here has gotten their masculine and their feminine energy in balance, and now they feel like they can have some sort of a victory. Or maybe they are having victories, or maybe somebody is getting in a vehicle to come see you. It could be that somebody is going to show up, maybe where you work, maybe where you live, if you still live in the same place, if you still work in the same place that you did the last time that they saw you. We do have the King of Pentacles. It really does feel like somebody has grown here. Somebody has done a lot of learning, has become financially stable, has become somebody who is, who is now partnering with the King of Pentacles and the King of Wands, right? And as I said, like they're masters of their domain. We have somebody here who's mastered their financial situation, or they have mastered taking care of themselves or becoming stable. They're ready to settle down. I feel like your hope is that this person does want to settle down, but maybe we were looking at knights previous to the kings, right? Tell me more about Pisces. We do have the Three of Pentacles. this would be someone that you know already, and maybe someone that you would call a friend. It could be a friend of a friend. Whenever I see the Three of Pentacles with any fire around it, it tells me friends with benefits. That doesn't have to apply to everybody here. Of course, it's going to be different for all of you, but it does feel like it possibly was a situationship, is what we call the friends with benefits situation. That maybe it was, we were doing all the things that we would do within a relationship, but nobody really said, are we in a relationship? He feels like someone's grown out of that they now want stability. The thing is this, is I'm looking at the King of Cups in the reverse, and the King of Cups in the reverse tells me that there's somebody here who has not quite managed to master their emotions. And so it feels like this person, this is the next king that they're working on. The King of Cups in the reverse is somebody who doesn't really have control of their emotions, or they get overly emotional in situations. They might tend to sort of melt down when certain things happen that don't go their way. And it doesn't have to be as severe as that, but it feels like this is, if this is somebody that you already know, it's someone that you know does have a hard time reeling in their feelings. And it could mean one, they throw tantrums. It could mean two, maybe they don't throw tantrums, but maybe they cry a lot, right? This is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. Maybe they a lot of things bring them to tears. And I'm not saying it's a bad thing, because look, men should cry just like women should cry. It's all about the release of the energy. But I feel like someone hasn't really learned emotional intelligence, which is when something happens, you don't have to melt down at the first sight of a problem, that we can really look at it logically, practically, and work it out. So I feel like Pisces, that there is somebody here who I feel you would call a friend, or maybe a friend of a friend, or someone that you have worked with, or you do work with. But this person, I feel, it doesn't feel like this person is someone who throws tantrums to me. It does feel like this is someone who, should they come across you, or you would agree to see them again, that they would cry when they saw you because they can't hold their feelings in. Do you know what I mean? Because the King of Cups in the upright is someone who is quite stoic and would never let you see them sweat. But we could be dealing with Cancer, we could be dealing with Pisces or Scorpio, maybe Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. We do have Aquarius over here as well. All right, let's find out what this person learned here, because I feel like that, look, you know what, that flipped out over here, and it flipped out. I thought I put it back in, and it came out again. I put it back in because I wasn't ready for it. So we do have the Ace of Pentacles. It does feel like somebody here wants to build something from the ground up. They want to build something stable. Somebody here is making a decision. We've got two pentacles here. Somebody's making a decision. They're very busy in their life, very busy building their empire, or their kingdom. But I feel like this person is coming to a place of decision making. And it feels like it's because they've learned more lessons. Somebody here is now looking at things long term. They're no longer looking at situationships. They're no longer looking at hit it and quit it. I'm not going to do it quickly and then run out. It feels like somebody here is now looking at something long term. Tell me more. We've got the Knight of Wands. Yeah, it does feel like there's somebody who's grown up from the Knight of Wands to the King of Wands. And the King of Wands is still very passionate, has a lot of passion to share. But the Knight of Wands is the one that gives no stability. The King of Wands is the one who's sitting on the throne, who has stability, and a person who had to grow up because now they're running a kingdom, right? So they're making decisions for more people than just themselves. It feels like this person, I feel like it feels like this Knight of Wands is telling me that they have grown up to the King of Wands, but it feels like that they are kind of impatient to see you again, possibly. It feels like somebody has hope that now that they have some sort of stability in their life, that maybe you will take a second look here. We've got the Emperor, very interesting. We've got the Judgment card, and we have the Tower. Well, very interesting energy here, Pisces. So there is somebody here. Look, we got the three kings here. The only one that we're missing is the King of Swords. And then the Emperor shows up. And the Emperor is the King of Swords, but also these three. Now, when the Emperor shows up in the upright, they have learned this lesson. So I'm going to say that the last time you saw them might have been that they weren't able to hold it together. Maybe they were someone who acted impulsively on their emotions. And so I feel like this person is no longer acting impulsively on their emotions. They're ready to take action. At the center of your reading is the King of Wands, who is the action taker. And we do have someone who's been watching you in order to take action. So we do have the Judgment card in the reverse. I feel like this person had you all wrong, Pisces. I feel like they thought that they could have a situationship with you, or that they could give you instability, show up, not answer your texts within, a month or so, and then just show up again. They thought that maybe you would be okay with that. And when you put the boundary in place here, I feel like you sent a message. No, you can't play with me. Stop playing with me. I feel like that's what you did here. And then the Tower shows up. Look, I feel like this person has had like a major revelation. I sort of want to touch the sides of my head and go, poof. Like this person just had a major revelation that I can't play with Pisces. I think that somebody took your kindness for weakness, because Pisces, you are really kind and loving and compassionate, and you will only take so much before you say, no more, before you become this Gemini energy of, no, you can't play with me. So let's look at the Chariot here, because I think this person's coming back in, having learned some lessons and now has grown up a little bit. It feels like if you are the person who's hoping that they would show up, I feel like your answer is yes. I feel like this person is going to communicate with you with a message of peace. Look, can we just meet at the fence? Look, you can stay on your side of the fence. I'll keep the boundary. But can we meet at the fence and have a conversation? Tell me about the Chariot and the Three of Pentacles. We do have the Ace of Wands. We have the Five of Cups. And we have the Knight of Pentacles. So it does feel like somebody is definitely going to take action here, because they have regrets, Pisces. They have regrets that they took too long. So I feel like somebody here is going to communicate with you, and their intention is to give you a message of peace. Look, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I wasn't ready, or I'm sorry that I broke your boundaries, or I'm sorry that I had to make you put up boundaries. Like, it feels like somebody is going to be bringing some sort of an apology, because they do have regrets that they did not take action in correcting themselves before they came forward to you, because now they know you're not playing. Somebody completely misjudged you, took your kindness for weakness, but I feel like you're now dealing with an Emperor, somebody who's learned some lessons. And so the Tower is showing up here. This person realized that you are not to be trifled with, that you are a person that is very serious about your boundaries, it looks like here. We've got the Queen of Swords. We got the Four of Wands and the King of Swords. Okay, Four of Wands is in the reverse. We got the King and the Queen of Swords. It was the last king that we were waiting for in order to confirm that this Emperor is somebody who is really being very factual and honest, and it tends to come in head over heart and not with their passion first. So somebody intends to come in and speak with you. They're kind of unsure about what this could be. The Four of Wands in the reverse tells me that this person is unsure whether you're going to give them stability or not. They're pretty darn sure that you are their natural match, that they see you now. What I think that they misjudged you, I think that they thought that they could come in and take advantage of you, maybe because if it was a situationship, and I'm not saying that a situationship is bad, please, I'm never judging you here. So if it was a situationship, I feel like they thought that they could get away with doing that for such a long time until you slam down the boundaries, and they thought, oh, okay, well, I misjudged this person. They're not a pushover. And I feel like now they've realized that you are either the King or the Queen of Swords, that you are a person who does have boundaries. And look, you can stay right behind that damn boundary, because I don't need you. I feel like this person has learned a lot of lessons. It feels like you have taught them the lesson of you've taught them the lesson of that you can't be played with. And you, by pushing them away behind the boundary, you made them grow, Pisces, is what you did. You made them grow. You made them become this person who has courage. Who are we talking about? Well, I did already give you some indication of that, but now we have also Virgo. We have Aries here. We have Scorpio, Pisces and Virgo energy. We have Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius. What's the outcome, please, for Pisces? We've got the Moon energy. We've got the Seven of Swords. And the High Priestess. But you're like, can I trust them? I don't know that I can trust this person. So for some of you, you're like, I don't know if I can trust this person. You might want to meet at the fence, I'm just saying, where there is some sort of boundary. You know what I mean? Maybe out in a public place. It feels like don't invite them over. Don't let them in if they show up, but maybe you want to meet in a public place. It feels like with the High Priestess, you're supposed to use your intuitive energy. That's your energy, Pisces, right? The Seven of Swords is here. This person has screwed me before. This person has lied to me before. They've kept things under the surface and they tried to deceive me before. And the Moon is here. I'm not really sure what's going to happen here. Things are not as they seem. And then we have the Nine of Swords, and that worries you just a little bit. But look, they're dealing with somebody here who is halfway to the Empress energy. So we do have the Queen of Swords. Now we have the Queen of Wands, and these two queens are not to be trifled with, right? This Queen of Swords will cut you off in about 5 seconds, and this Queen of Wands will leave you in the dust with a smile, right? You can't play with this person. I feel like that you would love a commitment with somebody who is ready to add to you and not take from you. And so I feel like you've been waiting for this person to maybe call or come forward here. And so for some of you, if you have, I feel like this person's coming forward with the intention of a commitment. I don't think they're coming at you right away and saying, hey, do you want to get married? That's not what's going on. They know that they've done wrong and they're coming in to maybe possibly try and smooth things over or show you how much they've changed. Because this person is the one who is the conqueror. They have stability, they have security. This person's not going in unless they think they can win. So they're pretty confident that they think that they can win you over by using their intellectual prowess, by showing up smelling good, looking good, and somebody who is now very stable, who's running their own empire. So maybe they've started a business. Maybe they're now the CEO or the president of the business. Maybe they're an actuary or an accountant of a large corporation. It feels like somebody now has far more stability than they had. They're ready to settle down, and now they have something to offer. I'm going to leave that right there. Thank you so much for being here, Pisces. I do appreciate you. I'm going to go for now, but I'll be back because I'm always back. You know that I am, and I hope you will be too. Take care, you guys. Bye-bye.